Give us the latest on where things stand in terms of the virus itself. I just said things peaked a while ago. Are they continuing to look better? I would assume, obviously, you still have to be concerned.
Yeah, certainly. We still have the virus, as everybody does. And so we're urging everybody to continue to use social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hands, stay home when you're sick, all that sort of thing. We reached our peak on November 23rd, and we're down by more than half the number of hospitalizations. And that's really been our benchmark on how we manage this, is making sure that we can provide a hospital bed, an ICU bed, or a ventilator to anybody who needs it when they need it. We've been able to do that successfully here in Nebraska.
And we're putting up something now that seems to indicate you've done fairly well so far in terms of getting people vaccinated. Where do things stand? If I'm 65 or older in your state, am I going to be able to get a vaccine pretty soon?
Yeah, obviously, with the CDC changing the guidelines yesterday, we are going to be looking at accelerating the 65-year-olds as part of our vaccine program. We're ranked, according to the Omaha World Herald, we're ranked about number 5 right now with regard to the per capita percentage of people getting vaccinated, as well as the number 5 as far as getting out, into arms, the distribution and getting people vaccinated. So we've done pretty well so far, and we will continue to work to be able to get this in as many arms as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Where do you stand in terms of supply? Is enough coming into the state from the feds?
Well, certainly we would always like to get more. When we've been on calls where we understand that they're going to be sending out the second doses for us to manage. And so we'll be taking a look at that to see if that gives us the opportunity to bring forward some people to be able to get inoculated. But of course, we want to make sure that we can always give people that second dose, because that's how we ensure that they'll get the full effectiveness of the vaccine.
Governor, as you're talking this morning, we got some headlines out of Johnson & Johnson. They remain in active discussions with regulators on approval. They've begun production, and they're confident in their ability to meet supply commitments for the year. In your view, I mean, does J&J move us from second gear to third or fourth?
Absolutely. The more that we have companies producing vaccine and the more vaccine that we have available, the faster we'll be able to get it out and get it distributed to citizens. I mean, this is the way that we get through this pandemic, is getting people inoculated so that the virus can't spread any further.
In terms of timeline, where you think, I mean, the incoming president, Biden, says that 100 million in 100 days. Does that seem reasonable at this point?
Well, it will depend upon the availability of the vaccine. You know, we're working to be able to have the infrastructure in place to be able to get this into as many arms as possible. And I think what you're going to see is if the vaccines are available to the states, that they'll be innovative with regard to how they get that out. I was on a phone call last night, for example, with Arizona Governor Doug Ducey. He was talking about setting up, at a sports facility, how they were going to do mass vaccinations and that sort of thing. So I think that you're going to see governors and states be creative if we've got the vaccine available to us.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.